Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti, and we're in front of the starting gate, the greatest seafood at Gulfstream Park. Well-kept secret. You got to try it. It's by the walking ring. Let's look at Wednesday's track and weather conditions. The main track fast, the turf course firm. The first race, a 5 furlong maiden claimer for 3-year-olds, scratch the 7, cool as ice, and number 9, Wild Good.
They're off. Diamond Law walked out of the gate. Alsvid Gilfaxi is going out to take the lead. She reads my texts on the outside, away running in second. These two speed clear of Mr. Smith, who's out running in third. Zen Sunrise fourth. Then Big City Heart, followed by Aventus, and the slow beginning for Diamond Law leaves him well behind the field as they race for the far turn. Alsvid Gilfaxi on the inside. On the outside is She Reads My Texts. These two head and head on the lead, and She Reads My Text now pokes a neck in front. And then it's Mr. Smith running in third by another 2, followed by Zen Sunrise, a 21 flat opening quarter mile. Big City Heart is next. Aventus is trying to make a rally 6 lengths off the lead, and then Diamond Law. She Reads My Texts and Mr. Smith are now 1-2. Osvald Galfaxi has dropped back. To the outside comes Zen Sunrise trying to gain some ground. Furlong to run. She Reads My Texts on the inside, and Mr. Smith. These two down to the final 16th together. Zen Sunrise third. She Reads My Text. Here comes Mr. Smith. Here comes the wire. And it is Mr. Smith who got there in the last strides over She Reads My Texts, then Zen Sunrise, Aventus, and Big City Heart.
Number 8, Mr. Smith, closes to win the opener for Trilogy Stable, trained by Ed Plisa Jr. and ridden to victory today by Paco Lopez. Second race, a 6 furlong claiming event for 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 1, Rough Alex. Also scratch the number 4, Zapata Sky.
They're off. Phil's Comprise slow to get going. To the Victor is going to the front. Son of a Derby winner, and Better Run Real Fast going right with him, and Son of a Derby winner now grabs the lead. Better Run Real Fast into second. To the Victor is back running in third, 6 lengths ahead of Phil's Comprise, who's last early as the field heads up the back stretch. And it is Son of a Derby winner, a half length on top of Better Run Real Fast through a first quarter mile in 23 seconds flat. Son of a Derby winner gets some daylight now, leads at a length and a half. Better Run Real Fast is second by another 2, and then it's To the Victor in 7 lengths farther back to the trailer Phil's Comprise. Around the far turn, Son of a Derby winner. Out there leading it by a length and 3/4 here over Better Run Real Fast as they arrive at the quarter pole. To the Victor's trying to stay in the race third and gaining a bit of ground. And now has a running room on the inside, and To the Victor's going to come on through that opening at the rail, and To the Victor will take the lead. After a 45 4/2 mile, To the Victor up the rail with Nick Juarez to take the lead from Son of a Derby winner. And then it's Better Run Real Fast on the outside. To the Victor won it by 3. Son of a Derby winner was second, and then Better Run Real Fast and Phil's Comprise.
Number 2, To the Victor, saves all the ground and wins it, pays $5 even, trained by Robert Reed Jr., Butch Reed, and owned today by Racing Gamut LLC, ridden to victory by Nick Juarez. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have race number 3. Welcome back. The third race, a 7.5 furlong claiming event for 4-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. 9 runners going to the post.
They're off. Clear Status had a bit of an awkward beginning. Big Island Boy, Greyfell on the outside, and Breezy My Way coming through with Film Shot to battle for the front. Now it's going to be Breezy My Way to grab the lead in the race to the first turn. Film Shot running along in second. Greyfell is third to the outside by 2.5. And then it's Easement in fourth, Big Island Boy fifth. After a good start, racing about 7 lengths off the lead, heading toward the back stretch. Then Creola's Boy, Casey Wigman. On their outside comes Clear Status, and the trailer is Simferopol. So they go on to the backstretch. The opening quarter up in 22 and 3/5 seconds. Breezy My Way, the leader. Film Shot a length behind in second. Greyfell third to the outside by 3. Easement is fourth. Big Island Boy fifth, 6 lengths off the lead. Then to the outside, it's K.C. Wigman. Creola's Boy is down toward the rail. And then Clear Status in Simferopol at the back of the pack. And now they're racing for the far turn. Breezy My Way and Joshua Navarro out there on front through a 45 and 3/2 mile. They lead it by 2. Easement has moved up into second now on the far turn. Film Shots under a ride, not going on with them. 3 lengths more back to Greyfell, then Casey Wigman to the outside underway, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. Breezy My Way, the one to catch, but Easement's making a race of it. These two turn for home. Breezy My Way on the inside. Easement now moving up alongside, and Easement takes the lead. Easement to the front. Breezy My Way back into second, and it's a long way back to the others. Longshot Simferopol is taken third as Easement speeds away over Breezy My Way. Then Simferopol, Casey Weekman, and Creola's Boy.
Number 3, Easement closes and nails the favorite and pays $19.40 that favorite, the 1 Breezy My Way. Easement, owned by Bella Inzio Farm LLC, trained by Jenna Antonucci, and ridden to victory today by Jonathan Gonzalez. 4th race, 5 furlongs on the turf. These are maiden 3-year-olds and upwards. Scratch the main track only. Number 8, Unbridled Copy.
They're off. GPS and the Sunwind both had good starts and go out to the front. Behind them, Budding is away running in third. Trouble in Phoenix is fourth. Cam Safu is fifth. And then comes Mr. Needy, and the trailer is Sniffles Lafleur as the field heads for the far turn. The Sunwind in front. GPS second on the outside, takes the next left. And then a gap of another 2 back to Budding in third by another 2 lengths. Trouble in Phoenix follows fourth. And then it's Mr. Needy fifth, racing about 6 or 7 lengths off the lead. Then Cam Safu and Sniffles Lafleur, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. The Sunwind on the inside and GPS on the outside. These two turn for home together after a 20 and 4 opening quarter mile. They're into the stretch, and it is the Sunwind in front. GPS trying to get by with a furlong to go, and then comes Budding, followed by Mr. Needy. The Sunwind keeps on going, and GPS is second best as they come to the wire. The Sunwind by about 2.5 in the end over GPS, and then came Budding, followed by Mr. Needy and Trouble in Phoenix.
Number 2, the Sunwind. What a nice return from the extended layoff. Scores in its first ever try on the turf and pays $10 even. Owned by Gulfstream Farm LLC. Trained by Gilberto Zerpa. Ridden to victory today by Edgar Zayas. 5th race, 7 furlongs. Maiden 3-year-olds. A nice field of 8 runners going to the post.
They're off. Good start by Blind Ruckus, who goes out to lead them. Eternal Birds also got some early speed. And rushing through is Dunkirk's Boy from the inside. And right alongside is Eclipse Auto, who's up and on the pace too. Up the backstretch, Dunkirk's Boy, Eternal Bird, Eclipse Auto between those two. These 3 now clear from Blind Ruckus, who's running in fourth. And then it's Gerfalcon, Miles of Humor on the outside. Farther out, Time Will Tell, and Summer Bull trails the field. Heading up the backstretch at 22 and 4 first quarter here for Dunkirk's Boy, who's on top of the half mile to go. Eclipse Auto's a half length behind, running second for the turn. Eternal Bird is right alongside in third. Miles of Humor circling up fourth just to the outside of Blind Ruckus. Then Gerfalcon along the rail, followed by Summer Bull, who is out of last now on the far turn, and Time Will Tell now trails the field. Dunkirk's Boy on top through a 46 flat half mile, and Dunkirk's Boy arriving at the quarter pole with a full length lead now. Then it's Eternal Bird, Blind Ruckus riding the rail. And then to the outside, Miles of Humor. They're into the stretch. Dunkirk's Boy still there, down to the 8th pole. Eternal Bird is coming, so too Miles of Humor on the outside. And Blind Ruckus is given way to fourth. Miles of Humor bearing down on Dunkirk's Boy. Dunkirk's Boy digs in and kicks away now. Dunkirk's Boy pulls away late to beat Miles of Humor, and then came Eternal Bird, Blind Ruckus, and Time Will Tell.
First time starter number 1, Dunkirk's Boy takes him wire to wire and pays $45.80. Owned by PTK LLC, trained by Dane Kabinski, and ridden to victory today by Vincente Guriel. the sixth race, 1 mile on the turf. These are claimers, fillies, and mares, 4-year-olds and upward. A full field of 9 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 1, Ladies Lunar Luck.
They're off. Good start there for Ladies Lunar Luck from the inside. Showing early speed is Stack the Storm away, running in second. Vipera came out third. Summertime Music goes up on the outside fourth. Bears Reflection is fifth as they make their way for the turn. Ground-saving run there for Rose Graciela, who now leaves the inside open for Great Cross, who comes on through there as they make their way around that turn. Then Wild Heiress, and at the back of the pack is Rejoiceful as they head on to the backstretch in pursuit of Summertime Music, who will lead the way early on here. Summertime Music out there on a 2-length lead now. Ladies Lunar Luck second, 23-2 was the opening quarter mile. Vipera is third on the inside. Bears Reflection follows in fourth up the backstretch. And then it's Stack the Storm on the inside, followed by Wild Heiress, and right behind them is Great Cross, who's got 6 lengths to make up. And then it's back to Rejoiceful and Rose Graciela to the inside. Summertime Music leads the charge up the backstretch, on top a half a length, moving for the turn from Ladies Lunar Luck, second on the outside. 47-1 was the half mile. And then it's Vipera, third toward the rail, followed by Wild Heiress in fourth. After that comes Bears Reflection, who's got 5 lengths to make up midway on the far turn. Rejoiceful sent up there 4 wide. Great Cross, Stack the Storm, and the trailer is Rose Graciela, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. Ladies Lunar Luck takes the lead after 3 quarters in 1:11-1 and is taken on by Vipera. Ladies Lunar Luck, Vipera into the final furlong. Great Cross, third and trying to put in a bid on the far outside. It's Vipera in front. Ladies Lunar Luck fights on from the rail, though. Ladies Lunar Luck's coming back inside of Vipera, and Ladies Lunar Luck comes back to win. Vipera was second, Bears Reflection next, Great Cross, and Rose Graciela.
Number 1, Ladies Lunar Luck is headed, fights back the score. What a nice ride by Javier Castellano. Horse pays $4.20 to win. Owned by P&G Stable, LLC, and GDS Racing Stable, trained by Gustavo Delgado. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have race number 7.
Our day begins early, preparing for the task ahead, focused on a single goal. Then it's showtime, ready to face another challenge. And while victory may be uncertain, you can always bet on us to be at our very best.
Welcome back to the 7th race. 6 furlongs, maiden claimers, fillies, 3-year-olds. Blinkers on, number 3, Lose Mimi.
They're off. Good start. Scarlet Goddess on the outside, and Out Zap go out to the front together. From the rail, it's Bermuda Longtail, who's away in third, just 2 lengths off of them early on. And then it's Super Story Pillowcase to the outside, and Lose Mimi is trailing the field early on as Out Zap goes at it with Scarlet Goddess. Out Zap is the leader. Scarlet Goddess and neck back on the outside with a half mile to go. Bermuda Longtail sits third just off the front runners after a 22-3 opening quarter mile. Pillowcase fourth by another 3, Super Story and Lose Mimi. Out Zap continues to duke it out with Scarlet Goddess on the lead. These two have been going at it since the beginning, and they've got 2.5 lengths on Bermuda Longtail, who's in a perfect spot from third. After that comes Pillowcase in fourth. The battle continues. Out Zap on the inside. Outside it's Scarlet Goddess, a 45-4 half mile, and they turn for home together. Bermuda Longtail now will switch to the outside of the pace setters. Furlong to go. Out Zap on the inside. Scarlet Goddess. Bermuda Longtail 2 lengths off of them. Down the center of the track trying to make a late run is Lose Mimi from far behind. Out Zap's got it. Out Zap will win it as Lose Mimi storms into second. And then it was Scarlet Goddess, Bermuda Longtail, and Super Story.
Number 2, Out Zap. Pretty game in its victory. Pays $7 even, owned by Rapoli Stable, trained by Todd Fletcher, and ridden to victory today by John Velasquez. The 8th race, 1 mile on the turf. It's an allowance, 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 3 races. The off-time favorite, number 2, Thatcher Street.
They're off. Little Baltar had a good start. Thatcher Street out well, too. Western Reserve now goes up and grabs the lead, though. Western Reserve to the front, semblance of order. Now moving up alongside with U.S. Marshal and Sabado Alegre out there 4 wide. Into the turn, Little Baltar settles behind them in 5th. And then comes the favorite Thatcher Street, who's down on the inside, taken back 6th along the rail. And then it's Johnny Bear. And the trailer is Friends with K-Mill, who's 7 lengths off. Front runner Sabado Alegre, who completes a 23 flat opening quarter mile. Sabado Alegre on top onto the back stretch. A 2-length lead here. Semblance of order second. Western Reserve on the inside is third. And then it's Little Baltar as they continue their move up the back stretch. And Johnny Bear is going up on the far outside too. Thatcher Street taking 1 off the rail, now 5.5 lengths from the front. U.S. Marshal and Friends with K-Mill, 46 and 3 was the half mile as the field races for the far turn. Sabado Alegre and Johnny Bear now 1-2. Western Reserve 2 lengths off of them. Semblance of orders under a strong drive 4th as Thatcher Street begins to pick it up now in 5th. Splitting horses 3 lengths off the lead and on the move. Then Friends with K-Mill, Little Baltar and U.S. Marshal, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. And Sabado Alegre turns for home in front. Here comes Thatcher Street on the outside. Western Reserve is down at the rail and Johnny Bear's in there too. It is Thatcher Street and Western Reserve. These two into the final 16th. Thatcher Street and Western Reserve to decide it. Thatcher Street, Western Reserve, head bobbing down to the wire. Thatcher Street won it. Western Reserve was second, and then came Johnny Bear, Friends with K-Mill, and Semblance of Order.
Number 2, Thatcher Street gets the photo. Nice performance by jockey Julian Leperoux. The horse pays $3 even, owned by Randall L. Bloch, Phil Mindler, and John Seller, trained by Ian Wilkes. The 9th race, a 5.5 furlong claiming event for 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch number 6, Jiu-Jitsu Jacks.
They're off. Grand Bamboo had a very good start and gets away to a 2-length lead right away from Keeping It Zeal and Pachanga Party. And then it's Social Roy, Rocky's home run to the outside. The trailer is Total Accounting, who has been left about 9 lengths off of front-running Grand Bamboo, who speeds into the far turn with a 2-length lead on Keeping It Zeal, running by the opening quarter mile into the far turn in 22 and 1. Grand Bamboo and Carlos Hernandez 2.5 in front. Keeping It Zeal second. Pachanga Party is third by 2.5. And then it's Social Roy, followed on the outside by Rocky's home run, and Total Accounting's well behind as Grand Bamboo comes toward the top of the stretch, augmenting that lead to 5-6 lengths now. They're into the stretch, and it is Grand Bamboo in the clear. Pachanga Party tries to close the gap and is doing so now. Pachanga Party's getting closer to Grand Bamboo. It is Grand Bamboo reaching for the wire. Pachanga Party coming, and Pachanga Party got there over Grand Bamboo, and then it was Social Roy third and close for 4th.
Number 1, Pachanga Party closes to win it. Really nice ride by Luca Panici, owned by Larry Bell and trained today by Howard Mills. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the first half of the late Daily Double.
They're off. A very good start for the favorite Winged Fury. There goes Blushing Humor from the far outside to flash some early foot. and take the lead with Little Cyclone away running in second position. Lovely Credit is third as they race toward that first turn. Then there's a gap of another 2.5 lengths more back to Smartly Agree, who races down on the inside. Then it's Anti-Joy, and they're followed by Winged Fury, who is racing about 8 lengths off of the front runner at this stage. Sweet Victory is next, and then Shades of Grey, followed by Ring of Truth and Caster. West LA Girl is next, and the trailer is Andrea's Reward. The pace is hot, a 22 and 4 opening quarter mile as they go on to the backstretch, where Blushing Humor is 5 lengths out in front. Little Cyclone is second, Lovely Credit on the outside third, and then Smartly Agree, who's fourth and down on the inside of an unhurried Winged Fury, who's got 5.5 lengths to make up at this stage of the race. The half was 46 and 2. And then comes Shades of Grey on the inside, followed by Anti-Joy as they make their way around the far turn. And then Sweet Victory to the outside of them. West LA Girl is next. Ring of Truth. Caster drops back on the inside at Andrea's Reward. And a new leader emerges here as Little Cyclone has taken over at the top of the stretch. Here comes Winged Fury now on the outside. Little Cyclone and Winged Fury. Blushing Humor gives way, and here's Anti-Joy. And Anti-Joy runs up alongside of Winged Fury. These two, Winged Fury, Anti-Joy to the front and pulling away. Anti-Joy to beat Winged Fury. Caster came on late to get third, and then it was Shades of Grey and Smartly Agree.
Number 3, Anti-Joy wins it, pays $11.80, and gives jockey Julian Leparoux his second victory on the card, owned by Sanford Robertson and trained by Brendan Walsh. The 11th and final race, 7.5 furlongs on the turf. Claimers 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the number 12 horse in here, Dr. Fan.
They're off. Battle Red and Whites of Their Eyes go to the front together, with Crimson Haze to the outside showing speed. Farther out is Blade Runner. As the field makes their way toward that turn, it is Crimson Haze to grab the lead. Crimson Haze on the outside. On the inside comes Whites of Their Eyes. These two go at it early on. Blade Runner is third, and just to the outside of them, moving around that first turn. Then Battle Red, Simon the Cyrenian is after that. Then Unspoken Quality, Lone Trader on the inside, and Vea right behind them. Unicat is right alongside of Battle Midway as they head to the backstretch, 8 lengths off the lead. The trailer is To Your Health. The quarter was 23 and 2. Up the backstretch, Blade Runner on the outside, at the rail Crimson Haze. These two vie for command, with Simon the Cyrenian third and right behind them. And then it's Battle Red, Whites of Their Eyes on the inside, Lone Trader and Unspoken Qualities only 3.5 lengths off the lead. Vega and Unicat are next, Battle Midway, and To Your Health 46 and 3 was the half mile. Blade Runner on the outside, just a narrow lead here. Crimson Haze rides the rail in second. Battle Red sent up after them 3 wide. In behind them, Whites of Their Eyes saves all the ground in fourth. Vea comes on with Lone Trader. Simon the Cyrenian next, and then Unicat and Battle Midway. They're into the stretch. Blade Runner into the final furlong in front. Crimson Haze on the inside. Lone Trader comes on. Unicat's trying to rally. Vea 2 on the far outside. Tight quarters there for Battle Red. They're coming down to the line, and it is going to be Blade Runner to win it. And then it was a photo among Crimson Haze, Unicat, and Vea, followed by Lone Trader.
Number 10, Blade Runner, pays $27 in the nightcap and gives trainer Brendan Walsh his second win today, and jockey Julian Leparoux his third score, owned by Dars Incorporated. In the pick 5, 5 of 5, 9, 49, 45, 4 of 5, 11, 75. The Rainbow 6, numerous tickets, $908.04. The carryover going into Thursday, $4,181,510.50. And there's a carryover in the Super High 5 of $12,644.39. And that wraps up Wednesday's action for this Easter week of racing. And if you don't know by now, we're going to have a mandatory payout on the Rainbow Six. If it's not hit, that's right on Saturday, March 26th. Good night and good luck.